We've all experienced the internal tug of war. You commit to a long-term goal, like saving money or eating well, and then hours later, you find yourself buying a gadget you don't need or reaching for a second slice of cake. We usually attribute this to a lack of willpower. But if the mind is a single, unified entity, who exactly is it fighting during these moments of self-sabotage? Viewing the mind as a single unit makes internal conflict look like a personal failure. We blame ourselves for the chaos because we don't see the underlying mechanics behind our decisions. In the Saptkanya Mountains, a tribe known as the Matangs preserves a different perspective. They describe meetings with an immortal teacher, Lord Hanuman, who visits their campfire to explain the hidden architecture of human consciousness. These encounters are recorded in the text Immortal Talks. When a disciple asks about the nature of the mind, Hanuman describes the brain as merely the physical hardware that connects the body to an invisible, much larger mental system. To demonstrate this, Hanuman commands a disciple named Urva to walk directly into the center of a burning campfire. Urva complies, stepping into the flames without hesitation. The fire acts as a metaphysical X-ray. Instead of burning Urva, the heat illuminates 4 distinct glowing silhouettes attached to his physical form. The fire reveals the true mind structure, 4 completely separate invisible bodies, each operating with its own distinct hidden agenda. Hanuman explains that every human character is born incomplete. This inherent lack drives a constant restless search for a sense of wholeness. He compares the physical body and the 4 mental bodies to 5 captives bound together by a central chain. They are all searching for a treasure, that elusive feeling of being complete, but none of them actually know what it looks like or where it is hidden. Because they are clueless, each body makes its own guess. They begin pulling the chain in 5 different directions at once, each convinced their path is the right one. This constant multi-directional pulling is the source of the anxiety and indecision we feel every day. Each body has a specific job. The physical body manages survival, categorizing everything in reach as either something to consume for health or something to discard as a threat. The intelligence body is obsessed with time. It tries to achieve perfection by fixing the past through guilt and securing the future through endless calculation. The intellect body governs your relationships. It illogically labels people as friends to pull closer or foes to push away, based on who it thinks will make your character feel more complete. The Samskara body demands consistency. It works to protect the rigid image and social habits you have built over your lifetime. And the Chitta body is the source of rebellion. It craves chaos and risk, believing that the path to wholeness lies in the unknown and the unpredictable. Consider the example of being offered unappealing food at a party. Your physical body rejects it to protect your health, but your samskara body demands you eat it to maintain your polite image, and your chitta body might support that choice just to cause some physical disorder. Your final decision is simply the result of which body happened to pull the chain the hardest in that moment. If these 5 bodies are generating every urge and decision, we have to ask, where is the soul? Hanuman teaches that the soul is a mute spectator. It doesn't share these earthly desires, but it is trapped by an illusion of ownership. Because the 4 mental bodies are invisible, the soul mistakenly mimics their emotions. When the intelligence body calculates a risk, the soul thinks, I am afraid. When the intellect body marks a foe, the soul thinks, I am angry. This is the core tragedy of the human experience. The soul losing its identity by adopting the panics and obsessions of its invisible captors. Urva's presence in the flames shows that to escape the mind's influence, the soul must first see the mind as something separate from itself. You don't need a literal fire to do this. Learning the names and agendas of these 4 mental bodies provides a framework to observe them in real time. When you feel a sudden surge of social anxiety or a reckless impulse, the practice is to pause and identify the specific body responsible for the urge. By explicitly naming the samskara body or the intelligence body as the source of the feeling, you create a distance. The soul stops mimicking the desire and returns to the role of the watcher. no longer the one who is anxious, but the one observing the anxiety of the mind.